My little great-granddaughter, Lacey. Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Hi, Lacey.
Very good.
Oh, how cute
Thanks,
is that?
guys. I know, so cute. Very cute.
Bye-bye. See you Sunday.
Table of food looks good, too.
I know. I love Italian food, but what's your guys' favorite ethnic food?
You know what I love? I love Japanese, but I also love Ethiopian. Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Really?
I don't think I've ever had Ethiopian. Japanese sushi I've had.
Yeah.
That's good.
So-
I'm a big fan of Indian food. Curries and lamb dishes and things. Yeah. Indian food's good.
My top two is sushi and Italian food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After just food for me. I mean,
No.
Right. I'm not really all that picky. I'll
I'd
eat
go with
whatever.
Mexican. I'd go with anything
Yeah,
you got.
Mexican,
You know,
what you got.
Chinese. When I'm thinking, I'm like, I want to be decadent and hit the sodium. Chinese. Right.
yeah, it's tricky. Yeah.
It is tricky. Yeah, you can't do it for some people. It's not good. Tony, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Yeah, ethnic
Oh,
food.
ethnic food. It's Mexican food.
Oh, yeah.
I am at Botana's on 5th and National a lot, and I mean a lot.
I love
because I just
Botana's.
love. Oh, we have such good Mexican food in Milwaukee.
do, we
That's
do.
the best part of this city, the culture. You know, even though we tend to be divided in certain things, when it comes to food, man, you have so many good choices, especially Mexican food. Love it.
Yeah.
So what are you drinking?
Should I go now?
Yeah.
Yes.
What am I drinking? Oh, I didn't know if we were going to have a back and forth about who has the best food in Milwaukee, but because I've tasted them all. This is coffee. Yes, but we're not at a coffee shop. We're at GS Design. This is a design firm in Glendale. This is a very, very unique space, a Milwaukee company that's been around for a very long time. So we're going to learn about what they do here and why this environment is so cool. They figured out how to make pigs fly, too, by the way. Oh, and they have a really interesting receptionist I'd like to introduce you to. It's a fish that.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
That's a Chinook. Now, there's a story behind the Chinook and why this firm has so much to do with them. We're going to introduce you to a lot of new things you never knew about before, and they got me really good coffee, so I'm very excited about that. I mean, look
Sure
at
that Chinook can type
this
really
space.
fast.
This space. Oh, and he answers the phone very well too. Oh, yeah. There's no audio, so if you call right now, I don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I don't either.
Mascot receptionist. Not a good combo.
Cool.
Coming up.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Very good.
Well, I got to do something really cool yesterday. I know that my business is a little complex, but one of my absolute favorite things that I get to do is motivate people and do motivational speaking. And yesterday, Monday kicked off YP Week, which is a new week for Milwaukee. And here is we've got a little video of me from yesterday.
Young professional.
There I am speaking, and it was a lunch and learn. And there was about 50 females that showed up, and the topic was women of influence. And it's an entire week long, and every day they've got some different activities. They've got a coffee social in the morning, they've got a lunch and learn, and then they've got a night activity for young professionals to really get out, learn about the really cool things that Milwaukee has to offer, as well as meet other young professionals that are very influential and kind of making their mark and changing Milwaukee.
I've never even heard of lunch and learn, so I got to get younger.
Well, you know, when she said YP, I'm like, what's that stand for?
Oh, young professional.
I was like, because we have to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Because I had a super Slurpee.
And on Thursday, they're doing a gala, a big award ceremony for young professionals in the community. And then on Saturday, because it's Earth Day, they're going and cleaning up Bradford Beach. So their website is
young
YP
professionals.
Milwaukee.
Go?
Yes, it's all free. Every activity is free. So if you're looking for something to do, there's a lunch and learn again today from 12 to 1. There's
So
a
it's
night
a free
activity.
lunch, Rob?
Yes, it is. We all had Dozen Suns last night. It was awesome.
They say there's no such thing, but apparently there is.
Yes.
All the young professionals.
Well, but am I a YP or an OP at this point?
You can be whatever it is that you want to be, but their website is ypweek.com, and it's also on our website, realmilwaukeenow.com, if you guys are looking to check out some of the activities.
Right.
They check your temples when you walk in.
That's right. They're like, can I see your
You
ID?
go like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's windy outside. What can I say?
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's kick off the bubbler with something that's really bubbling around town.
Oh, yeah.
On the internet in particular, as a lot of these videos now are starting to pop up, and I'm talking about the arrest videos. This made news earlier this week when the first video came out of an alleged drunk driver who was out, I guess, test driving, what was it, a Lamborghini or something.
His
This is
friend's
the video
Lamborghini.
that first came out.
I
of
just
the
saw
officer.
this morning because I was out of town last week, you know, when it happened. And it's disturbing.
I agree.
I mean, when I saw the video, it's disturbing. I mean, you can't see what the rest of his body is doing.
Right. But he is apparently seems to be taking a couple of swings. Well, the chief is chiming in on this now, and he says the Milwaukee Police Department is conducting a review required by the standard procedures, of course. They're going to look into this, and, of course, the chief is none too happy about it. He says after it's completed and reviewed by the Internal Affairs Division and the chain of command, the conclusions will be shared with the public. Now, a couple more videos are coming out showing that's the car, no headlights on, as Drunky Magoo takes off here. And then there's another shot, I guess, a different angle of the arrest and the alleged hitting.
Shows you how many people are out there with cameras.
Which is, I think, a good thing, though. I really think it's a good thing.
It does keep us on our toes.
Those blows looked very aggressive, though, for someone that was laying on the ground with
already subdued
with two two police officers on top of him.
I agree, but he did not get out of the car, and we can't see what else his body is doing. I mean, we don't know if he's kicking. The blows look like his head is staying there.
His head was on the ground. I don't know. I mean, wasn't there somebody at the feet?
They also say in the statement that the guy, when he got to the police station, said he was fine. You know, I mean, I know there's feeling no pain.
His blood alcohol level was also 0.19.
I
mean, you're not You're like Gumby at that state.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting story.
Ask him the next day.
How do you feel now?
After, right?
It's an interesting story because obviously with someone making the horrible choice to drink and then drive, you have very little sympathy for him at that point, right? I mean, obviously put himself in a dumb situation right out of the gates, but then you watch that video and it's hard not to be shocked by those blows. And I guess that is something they do teach officers, directed strikes in order to subdue someone who's not going down easy, but not to the head. They're not supposed to be head strikes.
And I don't know.
Well, we don't know what's happening below.
I know what I saw in the video, though. The video showed his face against the
videos
concrete.
Can be deceiving.
I understand.
I mean, I can make a lot of grief for you lying down on my face because I still got free feet.
Well, but I would assume that he wasn't the only officer, because if you're the only officer that's attempting to subdue somebody, I would guess, I don't know this, I would guess, because it's not logical that you would be at the head with the body left.
With someone with their arms behind their back.
Yeah. They train you to take control, at least from the officers that I know, take control of the head, because control of the head controls the body.
Sure.
So.
Okay, well, that being said, it looks like aggression to me.
Right. I agree.
And I'm not saying that, if he had murdered somebody, that does not negate what he did. But
your own actions,
the aggression used in that situation, from what I saw on the videotape, I was not there, I do not know, that just looked. It looked like aggression.
Yeah. It does look like he's taking out his frustrations on
it. Does. Yeah. It does. And when I saw that video, I was like, okay, that's a little rough.
Again, like I say, from what they show, I don't see the body responding in any way.
And I think it's great that Flynn came out and gave a statement to get out ahead of this thing, but you always wonder in these kind of stories, it's like, how far is this going to go? You know, how far will this video be? Has it been on any, because I was kind of out of it last week, I know, when we were on hiatus and I was on vacation, but it hasn't taken on any national.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it anything national. But how did he get a 2008 Lamborghini?
It was his friends.
Yeah.
And apparently he's had another OWI, but it was not in '99, so it's like 10 years ago. So this is technically considered his first.
Right. So yeah, that's another issue right there.
Yeah,
but that's a whole other conversation.
All of that is, but is that police policy? That's my question. Is that what you do to someone? Do you strike them in the head when they're flat on the ground? That's my only question. I'm not saying what he did was wrong. I'm not saying
directed strikes are part of subduing an arrest, but not to the head.
But what we saw. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's where he's being hit, I think, is the question. And you said, like he said, he was okay. Head injuries don't sometimes manifest.
Well, and like I said, he was feeling no pain, so that's when he said that. But I am with you, Rob, on the fact that we can't see the whole picture.
But we're responding to what we saw.
I know, and I am totally with you on the fact that I think it looks aggressive too. But I'm just saying, let's keep an open eye. That's all I'm saying. Keep an open eye. Let's talk about this, because how would you like to walk past a wall or have your kids walking past a wall that has the C word, the N word?
What?
Oh, no, you need to close your eyes now.
Okay. Well, the video that we're shooting here is all the words that are okay to put on this. This is at Carroll College, and Pi Lambda Phi is doing this because they want to eliminate prejudice. So they're building this wall. Then people get to write on the wall there, just like this, and put whatever word they find offensive, and then they're going to break down the wall later. So it's part of an art project.
Right? If I heard it right, I heard the story earlier. It's words that they've been called in the past that they, you know,
what they find
obviously the
offensive.
hate that they've experienced.
Right. What words do you find offensive? And we were talking about this morning in the office, Sarah and I were, and it's like, okay, I don't really find any words offensive. There's nothing to me. There's words I would not say that I think you know, are offensive, but they don't offend me. But I don't like GD. If anybody says GD, I'm like, ugh, you know, that's just one of those things where I'm like, that's not good. Now, it's not said to me, you know, but I don't know. I mean,
but can you honestly say that no words ever hurt you, though?
No, because sticks and stones may break my bones, but words...
But really,
no, really,
in your heart, someone would call you a GDB, and that wouldn't hurt you at some level?
Nope.
Really?
I have been called a lot. I've been emailed a lot. I have been, and it just...
But okay, maybe
it doesn't
at some
hurt me
point in the
personally.
past, though, it must have hurt you at some point.
No, because I think if it was somebody that I knew that I personally respected and that said that, then it would hurt me.
That actually
one
knew
of you guys
you.
said it.
Right.
But because we're so out there in the public, and I've been out there in the public for so long, that it's almost to me like it's another person. Right. It doesn't
and those kind of
affect
strikes,
me.
as we say, always speak more about the person that's delivering them. But again, for you to internalize that and know that at the time, because
hurt you.
I hear in your question, I definitely have been offended. Highly offended. And then I remind myself, but it's really not about me, because if you knew me, you'd love me.
Right.
Really,
Right.
But it's more about
you would, but would you be personally hurt? Like, would you, when you say hurt, are you talking about like walking around feeling hurt all day long because somebody called you that?
Well, not all day long, but I can't see where the initial reaction is hurtful. No matter, I think it's human nature to react to someone calling you some of those names.
When people are doing that, the intent is to hurt you.
Right. But the intent of this project, I heard about it yesterday, and I think it's an interesting project. They may have put it in a bad place because kids are...
It's right next to an elementary school.
Yeah, they can see some of these words. However, I got to say, if that sparks a teaching moment and they get to talk about why those words hurt people, because they do, and I think you're right, and I think it's great that you're able to rise above it. Words hurt. And sometimes words used over and over and over again can kill, because people kill themselves because they are bullied.
And I was just going to say, it is a form of bullying, and people don't understand that Facebook now has become this outlet to bully people all the time. And calling people stupid and dumb because we're on TV, unfortunately,
we're doing our job.
It's a form of bullying, whether you're an adult or you're not. And some of these comments that people even mention on Facebook, it's almost at the same time, like, what gives you the right to call me stupid? Because this is my job.
Medium muscle in a safe place with a caricature as a face.
Imagine you're a 12-year-old girl or a boy, and you don't have what we have, which is the trump card of the TV cameras to call out all of these Facebook bullies, and they have to deal with that, and it's a big deal. And I think it's a neat project, because when they tear down that wall, I think for a lot of folks to take a swing at those words, it's going to be very cathartic.
You know what? I believe so too, and I hope so, and I hope that people will go on with whatever it takes to really internalize that sense of self that helps you stand up in the face of somebody else's ignorance and maliciousness and own your ground, because that's exactly what it is.
And at age 41, I have that sense of self. You were totally correct when the kids and when you're young that you don't.
Yeah, it's easier at our age to let that stuff go. You get numb to it after
But
a while.
I do agree that some of that stuff is hurtful when you hear it over and over again, and it just hits you that last time, and you're like, really? There's no winning. There really is no winning.
You're like, I didn't have my cup of coffee. I missed my transportation.
I'm emotional right now.
You want to call me a name.
Sometimes you just got to own the name and turn it around and use it against him. A lot of those groups have done that, and me and my fellow nerds know what it's like. All right, coming up, a kindergartner.
Did you write the nerd on the wall?
What? My fellow nerds. All right, kindergartner throwing a tantrum, so we throw her in cuffs, right?
Yes.
It happens. Gonna get you going. That's coming up next.
And is the mom in your life looking a little drab? Does your own mom, girlfriend, wife, best friend need a little pampering? Just in time for Mother's Day, we're giving one lucky lady a free makeover from hair to makeup to clothing. We're calling it the mother of all makeovers. With the help of some of our local hair and clothing experts, we're taking the winner from drab to fab right here live on Real Milwaukee. This is all happening Friday, May 11th. Now, here's how you enter. You need a current picture and a story about why the mom you're nominating needs this makeover. Keep it nice, okay? I don't like to call her out too much. You must be at least 18 years old and a mom to win, and all entries must be submitted by email. The deadline is 10 a.m. Central Time on Friday, April 27th. So you have 2 weeks to get them in. Odds of winning are based on how many entries we get. Email the picture and the stories to Chuck at realmilwaukeenow.com. We'll pick the winner and announce it in the week of April 30th right here on Real Milwaukee. It is a prize valued at, Rob?
$850.
We'll be right back.
I never get tired of hearing you say that.
I know.
I'm Larry.